Hey guys, welcome back. So I just got back from a wonderful breakfast with a friend. I had stopped at the grocery store. I picked up a few things in the makeup section that I want to play with, and then I'm just feeling like sitting down and continuing the conversation, but with you guys. And so we're going to do an outfit of the day. I want to kind of play around, put some makeup on. I have a new foundation I want to give a good test run. Again, I've been wearing it, but I haven't worn it on camera yet, and I just have lots to talk about. So let's jump in. We're going to go the whole 10 yards here this morning. So what I already have on my face is what I wore out this morning, and it's just so pretty. The Drunk Elephant SPF mixed with the De Bronzy Sunshine Drops. Basically, those add a little bit of a tint, but they also have like vitamins or something in there that's just, it's good. Like, my skin looks really pretty. Let's see, does this need to be turned up a little bit? Okay, so I have no idea what I want to do today, except I wanted to chat. I wanted to sit down and put a little makeup on, and then because I had just left the store, it's exciting. There definitely is an excited type feeling that goes along with picking up a few new makeup items. You know this already, or anything new for that matter. You just have to go home and you can't wait to tell all your girlfriends, you know? And in a way, I consider you guys like my girlfriend, because like I buy something new and I just can't wait to go home and share it. So lo and behold, here we are. I think my cat is happy that I'm home too, because she just jumped up here on the windowsill and her tail is going. So I had breakfast at a place called First Watch, and I ordered a smoked salmon and sun-dried tomato with Parmesan cheese frittata. On top of it was a fresh chive cream drizzle. And then on the side, they had a lemon vinaigrette dressed green salad and some amazing bread that I wanted a loaf. I had a couple pieces of bread with jam and butter, and it was just such a delicious breakfast. I have never been to that place before. I had actually never heard of it prior to moving here, and it was great. I would totally go back. I'd reorder what I ordered. It was delicious, but since I'm not a picky eater, I was like, man, I'll eat anything on this menu. And I was just so overwhelmed, but I'm like, you know, I haven't had salmon for breakfast in a little bit. And typically when I go out to restaurants, I try to order something that is either A, difficult to make, B, I would never make at home because of the difficulty level, or you just can't get the ingredients, or you just don't want to take the time to make it. So that's usually my thought process. Like, I don't go out to eat and order like a grilled cheese or spaghetti and meatballs or something like that, because I can easily make that at home. I'm going to prime my face with my Smashbox primer here. Milani Eyeshadow Primer is on my lids, and I dug deep. I'm going to use the Lorac Unzipped, why is that like... I'm going to use the Lorac Unzipped palette today, and there's a reason for this, because the next video that I film, I'm going to use a new palette that I just got, so I kind of wanted to refamiliarize myself with some of Lorac shadows, and I want to do something today that just makes me feel pretty. I don't want to do anything too complicated or complex, because usually I like to plan things out for you guys so it doesn't end up being like a terrible makeup look. So, where do we want to start? I'm going to start with this Unspoken shade. I want to kind of stick to a, I don't know, just kind of like a nice bronzy type look today. That is a very nice shade of brown. What brush am I using? This is a 228 Luxe Crease brush here from Zoeva. Okay, so I have some things in my mind. Very random. We're going to be all over the place today, but what is new? Just dipping into the cream shade here and throwing a little bit of that up at my brow bone. So as far as eyeshadow palettes, have any of you purchased, used, seen, touched the new Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette? Kind of new. I really didn't pay much attention to it when it had kind of come out limitedly, I guess, there for a bit. But I was kind of curious about it, so let me know about that. Okay, least favorite step absolutely ever in doing my makeup is doing my right brow, because she is all over the place, and so is Kitty. What you doing, baby girl? She's like, Mom, you moved the lamp. I know, I moved it so that people could see what we're doing. So I just kind of like smush that absolutely absolutely everywhere. I don't want to go too dark on my eyes today, so I'm going to take this Undiscovered Gold shade and put that all over my lid. This has always been one of my favorite Lorac palettes. I love those dusty mauve shades. I find it's a great way to really make blue eyes pop, but it's just a subtle way to add maybe a hint of color. Ooh, that is pretty. What is your favorite pore filling product that isn't going to be too greasy and make your foundation slip around? I'm just really struggling with trying to find something I absolutely love, like that I can sit here, rave about, say I would purchase again. I've tried lots of things, but is there anything that you guys have tried that you would say, yes, absolutely, this is our favorite or my favorite? Let me know down below. I'm just going to take a brush here and go into this middle brown shade. It's called Uncensored, and this is a Sigma E47, and I'm just going to deepen this outer V up ever so slightly. I'm going to carefully curl my eyelashes with this lash curler because the last time I did this, lordy, I pinched my eye skin. Oh my goodness, the sun's coming out. We're supposed to be getting some cooler weather here this weekend, which I'm totally stoked about. MAC Teddy Eye Kohl. I like to use this on my waterline when I do, oh, this is dull. Oh well. I like to use this on my waterline when I do bronzy colors on my eyes. I want to take this dark brown shade with one of these kind of brushes here. This is a MAC 212, and I'm going to line my upper lash line with that shadow and then just kind of smoke it out. I like that softly diffused, you can't really tell that they're wearing eye makeup kind of look. Here are the lashes we have to choose from. These are the Kiss Lash Couture Faux Mink Collection in the style Muse. Aren't those pretty? And then we have the Kiss Looks So Natural Sultry Lash. I thought those were really pretty. And then these are the Kiss Blowout Lash in the shade or in the style Pixie 02. So let's try these. These are the first lashes I've ever been able to just take off of a package, throw it on my eye, and not have to trim it. So if you have smaller eyes, like my eyes are not a big eye. I also learned this trick too from Mario. He did a lot of like perfecting the shadow with his finger. I'm like, that's genius. Okay, now the sun's coming out and the lighting's looking a lot better. Okay, so I bought a new lash glue to try, but I've been using the Kiss Clear Lash. I've tried a lot of lashes, but I decided to go back to the Kiss for a while and see how that is going to work, and I do like it. Okay, so I just went and wiped off my under eye area there so I don't have any fallout or anything like that. We've already primed my face, and the foundation I want to try today is the Kevyn Aucoin Etherealist Foundation. Now, as I was saying in previous videos, my skin has been up and down because the temperatures have been up and down. Like this morning, it was like 70 degrees, so hot and humid, even yesterday. And then today, the wind just shifted and it has suddenly gotten cold. And my skin is just freaking out. So I'm either oily or dry depending on the temperature of the day. So in telling you that, I have been trying different dewy foundations, and for the past 2 days, I've looked like a greasy mess because the temperature went back up. But when it was cooler, the dewier foundations were just gorgeous. And so I'm like on this roller coaster ride trying to figure out, okay, what foundation is going to work today, because every day seems to be something different. I'm in the shade LEF 3 for this Kevyn Aucoin foundation. I've actually been really enjoying this. This is a hydrating foundation, but I'm finding that it's not leaving me super dewy and greasy looking per se. Now, I think in the summer, I know for a fact that dewy foundations just don't work. Like, I have to do a more matte finish. But I love the coverage of this foundation. It's beautiful. Just that little bit. Now you can still see my blemishes through a little bit, but I think that this foundation is buildable, and it looks very skin-like on. I like the shade match too for right now. It's really perfect. The only thing about doing your brows first is then trying to apply foundation around them without getting, you know, product in them. It does sound like there's something stuck in it. This sponge, I just washed it, but it sounds like there's bubbles trapped inside. That's probably not good. Okay, for concealer today, I'm going to go back to my L'Oreal and, what is this? The Catrice brand combo that I like. The L'Oreal, I like the consistency of, but, okay, I'm going a little heavy today because I'm talking. I'm actually going to do a little bit up here, too. I watched Mario really sculpt out Kim Kardashian's brows, and I don't do a really sculpted brow, but I don't mind it looking clean, you know. I think it would be so fun to have a professional makeup artist do your makeup and just to see how it would look. Now, I've had my makeup done at counters and at Sephora. I've never had it done at MAC. Maybe it's a different experience, but 9 times out of 10, I might learn something, but I almost never like it. I especially don't like when they do my brows. I like them, I guess the way that I do them, they tend to really round them. And I don't know if it's just me, like I'm not used to seeing them that way. I mean, I try to follow what my natural brows do anyways. I don't try to make them look like something they're not. But my right one especially needs more guidance because it tends to go astray and wander and just look crazy. Okay, I'm going to set my face with a brush of my choosing here. Wayne Goss airbrush. I'm going to use the Laura Mercier translucent. Mine is broken and it's really, quite honestly, a nightmare to work with. But I don't want to waste the product. But the packaging is busted. And I'm going to set my under eyes with this, and I'm actually going to set my whole face with this today because it's been warmer. I know I will get really, I almost said watery, really greasy looking with a dewier foundation, especially if I don't set it. Okay, and now I'm going to spray everything down with some more of the primer water. Oops. Well, that sprayed my drink, so I hope this is okay to digest. I'm just going to take that matte brown shade with the Chikuhoda Z-10 brush, just a wonderful brush for smoking things out, applying shadow to your lash line, and let me see how I want to do this. Sometimes I go all the way in, other times I like to just focus the color out here. I think the reason I haven't bought a lot of palettes over the past few years, well, there's a few reasons. But one of the first ones that comes to mind is the fact that they've been so warm. So many orange eyeshadows and red and yellow and just really warm tones, which I like warm tones to a degree. But for me, it's not a shade that I would reach for every day, you know. They're not necessarily something you can just quickly throw on like a brown and a cream and a champagne. I mean, that's just easy. You're going to wear that with anything. Those aren't shadows that, you know, like determine what you're going to wear. But I feel like if you're going to commit to like reds and oranges and yellows in your eyes, it kind of limits what you're going to put on your body too. Using a little Chanel Volume mascara here on my lower lashes. I'm going to throw in some bronzer, and I'm going to use this Laguna bronzer that I've had forever. And I'm just kind of focusing on using it up right now before it starts growing mold. Actually, my first makeover I ever had done at Sephora, this was what I bought. I think I bought a few things from that experience, but it was my first time going to a Sephora by myself, no babies, because at the time I had 2 very little children, and I was nursing. So it was like, okay, I made this appointment, I'm going to go and do it really fast. Like, I even told her, I'm like, okay, we kind of need to be quick because I have to go and feed my child kind of thing. And I remember I really enjoyed the experience. I would honestly say she was the only person I've ever had do my makeup at Sephora that I liked my makeup, I felt pretty, and she inspired me to buy the products that she used. So what did I buy? The blush she used on me, I kind of wish I would have bought it, and they've since discontinued it. It was Heartagram from Kat Von D, and that she used this bronzer, and so I wanted to buy a bronzer, and this was a better value to do it, you know, this way. And since then, Oasis has become my favorite NARS blush, one of my all-time favorite blushes. But I really like that. I'm going to use a little of this, actually. I like the warm berry tone that it gives you to your cheeks without being, like, too bright. So that's what it looks like here. And I'm just going to use my Wayne Goss brush to apply this. Now, she was an artist that had been in the industry for a while. I believe at the time, I want to say she was probably late 40s or early 50s maybe. And she really knew how to, you know, converse. She started off with skincare, and she was the first person that ever recommended Ren skincare to me. And I think at the time it had just started. It was a new brand, and she was loving it herself. And isn't it funny that now I'm using Ren and I'm really enjoying it? Because I had told her, you know, I have really sensitive skin, and at the time my hormones were kind of, you know, things were different. I was raising young children and, you know, fighting breakouts and all this kind of thing, which what's new? Nothing's changed. And so she just was really knowledgeable. She made me feel good. I just really enjoyed the experience. Every other time since then, not so much. So we need a highlighter, and then I have two new lipsticks. So I seen these by Maybelline. They look like this. So the line said formulated for all. So they show a picture of, I think there's like 5 or 6 different women, all different skin tones. Everything about them was different. Like there was a redhead with freckles. There was a lady with a really deep skin tone. And then there was like a lady with a medium skin tone. And then there was a girl who was super, super pale. And they were just trying to show that these lipsticks were the right undertone, or something about them would look good on everybody. And so I thought that was neat. So I picked up 2 colors. I picked up the shade 388 Plum for me. This was the color that everyone in the ad was wearing. So let's give this a swatch. Oh boy, that's gorgeous. That is a color my friend Jelena would like. It kind of reminds me of, ooh, that is pretty. Could easily do that today. And then the other color I picked up is called Pink for me, number 376. This just looks like a good everyday pink. Oh yeah, this is kind of along the lines of Lancome, Rose Amnesia, is it Rose Amnesia? MAC Brave. Oh, those are beautiful. There's like 7 or 8 shades to choose from, but these 2 kind of caught my eye that I thought I would wear the most. I don't know how it feels. This got cayenne in it. This is like ginger. That's what it is. Oh man, if you don't like ginger, you would hate that drink. It's terrible. This is the Laura Mercier Matte Baked Radiance. I'm going to throw this on my cheekbones. I freaking love this highlighter. It's not matte. It is stunning. It looks very just ethereal. Kind of like the foundation. It looks very ethereal on the cheekbones. This would be an absolute perfection. A perfect highlighter for like a wedding day where you don't want to like have nothing too extreme or that's going to like stand out in photos, but you want to have that lifted brow bone appearance. I just spent 15 minutes looking for a liner. I'm looking for MAC's Soar because that would be absolutely perfect, but I can't find it. So what one is this that I swatched? I'm going to use In Control by MAC. This is a nice lip liner color, and this is the Pro Longwear formula, which I like better than the regular anyway, but not concerned. That's like my favorite liner from MAC. Did I say In Control? I wanted Morning Coffee. Oh my word. What does Morning Coffee look like? It's busted up. Look what the heck is going on here. Oh yes. Okay. I said I was going to try them both on. Okay, I'm going to go for this pink color today because I think it's going to go really well with our look. Even though I could totally do the darker one, but let's try this. is gorgeous. This color is so pretty. There's no way I'm taking this lipstick off to try that darker one on. This is gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to hop over and show you my outfit of the day. Okay, so for outfit of the day, we are very casual because once again, we just went out for breakfast. So I have on basically twisted silver jewelry. So these are some earrings. I have no idea what they're called. This is their capture necklace that is just kind of their iconic, probably one of their first ones that they released, I think. My favorite t-shirts, this is Madewell t-shirts. You can get these in lots of different colors. This particular one is kind of heathered and it has just a cute little pocket on it. These are the jeans that I found this past fall from Target. They're wonderful. They're a higher rise, which I really enjoy. They do get a little stretched out during the day, so ideally I'd wear them with a belt, but I don't feel like going that far into my accessories today. Want to just kind of keep it clean and minimal, I guess. These boots are Tom's. I love these. I think these are just a wonderful transitional boot because they are open-toed and then they actually are perforated too, so you can see your foot through. Oh my gosh, don't look at my toes. I need a pedicure. Bad idea, Chelsea. But basically, they're just a really good transitional boot because they breathe. Today it's kind of warm. We've been up and down temperature-wise, but if you can find these, they're very comfortable. I love the color of these. They're like a blue-gray color. Now I did cuff, these aren't even, oh my gosh, whatever. I did cuff my pants so that you could kind of see my ankle and whatever. You wouldn't have to do that, but my legs are short, so all my pants are excessively long. But I thought since I did the blue shirt, I kind of like to do the blue boots. And so, outfit of the day, we already did the makeup, we did the accessories, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of impromptu get ready with me. These are my favorite kind of videos to film and to watch, coincidentally. I like to really interact and I feel like I'm getting to know who I'm watching when they're just kind of sitting down and talking about, you know, what they're drinking, what they're doing, those types of things. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day and we'll chat again soon. Bye guys.